Chapter 15, Lesson 4, Rural Situations You Might Encounter. In rural areas, you may encounter vehicles, animals, and situations that you don't normally encounter in city driving. Apply the same driving technique in rural areas that you would in city areas. Objective: explain how to safely deal with slow-moving vehicles. Slow-moving vehicles. A tractor, for example, is a slow-moving vehicle. It is unable to travel at highway speeds. The difference in speeds between an approaching vehicle and a slow-moving vehicle ahead is often causes hazardous situation. If you find yourself closing to less than 3 seconds behind a slow-moving vehicle, slow down and prepare to pass. The red and orange triangle sign mounted on the slow-moving vehicle helps drivers identify them quickly, even from a distance. The following distance should be maintained behind a tractor, and why? What following distance? What lane position should you get into, and why? Explain precautions to take when encountering animals on or along the roadway. Animals. Each year, millions of dollars in property damage occur when animals and motor vehicles collide. Hitting a large animal can cause serious injury or death to you, your passengers, and the animal. If you see one animal approach, anticipate the presence of more and stop. Do not get out and attempt to hurry any stragglers across the road. You are much safer in your vehicle. Do not risk a more serious collision, braking hard or swerving, trying to avoid the animal. Use a horn. Have you heard the expression, like a deer caught in the headlights? If you see a deer while driving at night, sound your horn. Don't use your headlights. Deers tend to freeze wherever loud sounds will more likely cause them to flee. Objects. Describe 2 actions you can take to allow hazards to separate when meeting oncoming traffic. Meeting oncoming traffic. Very little space separates you from oncoming traffic on a two-way road. From traffic moving at high speeds, a head-on collision can cause serious damage, injuries, or death. Try to adjust your timing so that the oncoming vehicles will approach you when you have the least risk of collision. Separate the hazards in or next to your path of travel. Adjust your speed to deal with only one hazard at a time. Slowing down is often your best option. What action should you take in order to let the hazards separate? If you are meeting a lane of vehicles, slow down and move into lane position 3 to provide a little more space between you and the approaching vehicle. Oncoming drivers may cross into your lane because of a blowout or hitting or swerving to avoid a pothole, animal, or other debris on the road. Meeting slow-moving vehicles. When you see a slow-moving or stopped vehicle, check behind you to see if other vehicle is trying to pass. Check your right front zone and move into lane position 3 or into the road shoulder if necessary. Meet at night. Be alert when driving at night. Keep your windshield clean. At night, headlights shine over the crest of hills can warn you of approaching vehicles. Do not look directly into the headlights because it could temporarily blind. You could be temporarily blinded. Look at the edge of the road at the white line to help you maintain position in your lane. objective. Explain steps to take to safely deal with hazards posed by railroad crossing. Railroad crossings. Many railroad crossings do not have flashing lights and gates. Slow and check left and right before crossing. Review. What actions can you take to avoid conflict with animals you spot ahead along the roadway? Describe 2 actions you can take to separate hazards when meeting traffic.